Baz Luhrmann's epic adventure Australia takes in some of the most spectacular scenery in the world. In fact, you could even say that the real star of the film is this place, the Kimberley in Western Australia. Visitors to this part of the world can indulge in many aspects of the film, from the romance and luxury of fine diamonds and pearls to the majestic beauty of the landscapes. But the adventure starts with a true outback experience on horseback at Home Valley Station. It's in the middle of the beautiful East Kimberley outback, right where Baz Luhrmann filmed much of Australia the movie. And if you want to feel like Nicole Kidman or Hugh Jackman driving cattle across the range, then you're in luck.
Firstly, the objective is to remain safe with guests that are either novices on horseback or those that have ridden all their lives. The idea is to provide a taste of what a Kimberley stockman goes through, of rounding up cattle, driving them into the yards, and in a roundabout, call it up to 3 or 4 hours, gently get them together in one herd. And that sense of being a ridgy-dig stockman really does come through.
I tell you what, it is a curiously satisfying thing. You find yourself trying to read the cattle where they're going to go, and you're so focused that you almost forget that you're riding the horse. And that only goes to show, I suppose, that these little horses here, they're really, really friendly. And if someone like me can almost forget that he's riding and guide it where he wants it to go, well, they must be doing something right. Come on, Neddy, let's go and round up some cattle. The landscape here is dominated by the impressive Coburn Ranges, once a cattle trail, but now far more accessible by helicopter.
There is a valley through the Coburn Ranges where cattlemen did take cattle through, 3 or 4 week journey, 45 minutes to an hour in a helicopter. Absolutely magnificent scenery. The flight takes in basically probably one of the most primitive areas on the face of the earth. It's the Aboriginal artwork up there is just through there on rock art is beyond comprehension. And the sandstone doesn't absorb any of the rainfall we have here in the Big Wet. Everything is run off into those gullies, creeks, comes over the waterfalls, and hence winds up down in one of the major rivers.
Imagine how tough it would have been for the people here years ago farming this massive expanse without the aid of modern technologies like helicopters.
We don't want to blow our own trumpet too much, but we've had people fly the Grand Canyon, American guests, and then fly them down through the maze, and they say, oh, this leaves the Grand Canyon for dead. I don't know. I'm El Questro, you know, but that's just that feedback that we get. So for other people to say it, we don't take it for granted, and we live here. It's our backyard. So for other people that come from other places, they must be simply gobsmacked.
Wow, what a fantastic way to see beautiful, beautiful landscape.
I think the Kimberley region is just so special of its vastness of land. There's so much of it. It is so beautiful with so little people around. There's places that haven't been explored yet, and that adds to the whole excitement of it all.
And that beautiful landscape continues to inspire in Kununurra, with a chance to go on the most spectacular sunset river cruise on the inland waterways that spread lazily through the region.
The Kimberley would have to be one of the greatest places to visit on Earth at the moment, I think. It has this extraordinary, unexpected beauty. You've got the magnificent ranges that are all the colours, amazing red, intense blue skies, and a clarity of light that photographers from all around the world tell me is unlike anything they've experienced anywhere in the world.
And that spectacular light is caught by the Kimberley's famous diamond, its pink diamond being perhaps the most precious in the world.
Kununurra is so well known because of the Argyle mine, and because it's the biggest diamond mine in the world, and it's so well known because of our pink diamonds. The diamond is connected with love, and it's just life, high life.
But pink diamonds aren't the only treasure to be found in Kununurra.
The East Kimberley has a growing reputation for producing wonderful Indigenous art, and the Warringurri Arts Centre in Kununurra is a fine example of this. It's also the first Aboriginal-owned arts centre in Western Australia.
The styles of paintings that Warringurri usually does is map of country. So basically each and every artist paints where they come from, how they know they've come from and if they've walked through it as well. Warringah Arts is very important, not only for the artists, but it's a new way of showing younger people their traditional culture. It's nice because they get to express their feelings as well. They show it through different type of colours, emotions, and these young people not only learn traditional culture and also a special talent.
There's a variety of different styles on this wall. Tell me a bit about them.
We have several artists who paint very simple and traditional and modern style now, like Agnes Armstrong, who paints the tents and the hills and the clouds. And we have a Daisy Bidding, who paints very simple map of country and dreaming places.
What does that mean, dreaming places? How are they? Is this a dreaming place
painting? Yes, it is. It's a painting of where children used to play before, and there were a bunch of kids that got drowned, and in that area their spirit still lives within that country. But it's also a place where women that couldn't have children before would go and swim in the spring.
Wow, so it's like a fertility pool almost.
Yes, it is.
Do you think it really works? Have you seen that?
I believe it does.
Yeah.
Yes.
Visiting an Aboriginal art gallery is becoming a must-do for holidaymakers in Western Australia, with many stopping off to take in the vibrant colours, striking lines and cultural stories celebrated in Western Australia's thriving Indigenous art scene.
So with wonderful art, culture, history and adventure all set against the stunning Kimberley landscape, you could be fooled into thinking that relaxing wasn't on the agenda. But you'd be wrong, because here where the outback meets the ocean on the sun-kissed Kimberley coast is the purling town of Broome.
People come here because they can have their own stretch of beach all to themselves. You can take a vehicle on the beach, set up a picnic or a barbecue and just watch the sun go down in the Indian Ocean.
And when you're in Broome, there's only one way to get about in style.
We are an amphibious operation, so generally we try to fly on the lower tide, so that to give people that amphibious feeling of flying on the water and on the tidal flats and over sand dunes and up the beaches. We go past the old Broome jetty, and then we go up as far as we can up Dampier Creek and do a little bit of have a little play up there. Riding on the hovercraft is quite an odd sensation for most people, because first of all you get up, it just sort of raises up about 600 millimetres, and then as we go down the slope we have to turn immediately, and it's just like trying to manoeuvre a supermarket shopping trolley, you know how they are, and so we slide sideways a lot of the time. So when we get onto the other side of the bay, we'll make a stop there and get out and have a look at some dinosaur footprints.
125 million years ago, a little baby Brachiosaurus dinosaur came for a walk around here, and you can see just where they've been. Back here you've got the rear footprints, one here, which I'm standing in, and another one here, and also the front footprints just up there. One there, and one very clearly marked there. Now, these Brachiosaurus dinosaurs, when they were fully grown, they were absolutely enormous. They were about 30 metres long, and they weighed about 80 tonnes, and they couldn't have picked a better place for a stroll. And a stroll at sunset is best enjoyed on the back of one of these. So smooth.
They're fantastic animals. I mean, I've had them actually since I was 14 years of age there. Beautiful and friendly. Just treat them with a bit of tender loving care, and they'll be your friend for life. Well, Cable Beach is certainly a special part of Broome. It's a place where people can bring their children down here, other family and friends there, and watch the sunset on the back of a camel.
Marvellous. Very, very easy, honestly. Just like riding a horse, except with a few more bumps. So the journey through the stunning Kimberley region is sadly over, but what a way to finish the trip. And with views like this, it's no wonder they're calling the Kimberley the real star of Australia.